bilateral and unilateral. Another category, bilateral and unilateral. So bilateral, very simple. See, for example, in a circuit, I have a simple circuit like this. I'll make it to understand. And volt. Some 2. Can someone tell me what is the current flowing here?
5 amps. 5 amps.
5 amps. For example, for any component, you take any component. If the current direction, for example, the current flows in this direction and also current flows in this direction, both are same, then that element is nothing but bilateral element. The voltage and current relation is same for the current flow in either direction. That kind of elements are nothing but you take anything either R, L, C. The current direction either you for example you connect either this 10 volt this side or this side, you will get same current, same quantity of current. Okay, then that kind of elements are nothing but bilateral element. Unilateral means with respect to graph you could understand still clearly. At any point of time you see, for example at this point, I will name it as 1 volt. This y-axis as 1 ampere. So if I extend it, at this point, the current flow, the impedance is going to be same. At this point, it is going to be same. At this point, it is going to be same. Similarly, this side also, at this point, it is going to be same. Is the same? Is same? Same. So everywhere it is same. That kind of elements are nothing but bilateral. For any direction, it should offer same impedance. In any direction, it should offer same impedance. Now, another category you see. This side you are having one kind of impedance. Till here it is same. Because it is a linear graph. At every point you will get the same impedance. Why I'm naming it here it as an impedance means because V versus I. You might be knowing V equal to IR. R is nothing but what? Tell me. What is R? Resistance or impedance we can call. So it is nothing but V by I. That's why I name it as resistance or impedance. Okay. So you look at this point. It is changing. It is not linear. This point means for one direction of current flow, it is offering one impedance. For other direction of current flow, it is offering different impedance. Then that kind of elements can be called as a unilateral elements. Example for a unilateral element is a diode. Even vacuum tubes, silicon diodes, metal rectifiers, etc. All these are example for a unilateral element. Hope this is very clear for you. Now, another category of elements. You might have, many students might have come across this term, linear, non-linear. Linear elements is nothing but, see, you could see at every point of time, you could see the line passes, the graph here passes through the origin. At every point of time, you will get the same. I versus V looks linear. It is a linear. So an element is said to be linear if it specifies the linear voltage current relationship at every point. That kind of elements are nothing but linear elements. So it goes through origin like this. A resistor is a linear element. Okay. If any component or element is not satisfying this condition, those elements are nothing but a non-linear elements. A diode is a non-linear element. Now, another category, time invariant and time varying elements. Okay. So far, what are all the different types of elements we come across? We come across lumped and distributed elements, and then bilateral and unilateral, active and passive elements, linear and non-linear elements, time invariant and time varying elements. An element is said to be time invariant if for all time t its characteristics does not change with the time. Otherwise, it is said to be time varying element. From the name itself, we can understand time invariant. With the time, it will not change. The characteristics of the component or an element will not change. Those elements can be called as a time invariant. For example, with respect to time, its characteristic is changing in the sense we call it as a time varying element. From the name itself, we can understand that.